Hey everyone, this is Dawn and welcome to my channel. So this is a tag that I have created for a swap that is over on Donna's channel. Donna Powered by Creativity, which is our Julie nutting in for a year. I know I'm not saying that right. There's a hashtag that'll of course be down in the description box below. And this was thought up by Donna along with Sparkling Char and Karen Small Crafting. All of their channels will be linked in the description box below. If you want to hang out with a wonderful group of ladies, tune in on Monday nights at 7 o'clock to Donna's channel, Donna Powered by Creativity, where we talk about all things crafty. There is special guests and just a really great craft community, fun time, girl talk. Doesn't mean guys can't come either. But anyways, this is the tag I created for this month's swap, which is really a summer theme. So I always think sun and summer, and I just kind of went to mermaids. So this is what I created. So I'm kind of gonna, it's not a full tutorial, but I am gonna put the final tag together, so that will be attached right after this. Would love it if you would give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, and I'm going to go ahead and attach the next part of the video sharing more of the details of how I put the final touches on this mermaid, what I did to create the sparkle and shine, and how I got the color, and how I created the tag and put them two together. All right, thank you again, and without further ado, here is the next part of those details. All right, so here is my mermaid. So this is the Julie Nutting clear stamp, and the color that I achieved on this mermaid and the way she is colored is mostly from the paper I chose. So let me set her aside. So I was originally stamping her on a piece of paper, and I was going to cut out her tail to get that colored effect. And what I found out, so I'm using this pad from Michaels, and this is one of their current hot buys. It's called Rainbow Inks, and I'm going to raise this up a little bit so you can see the colorations. It kind of looks like if you were to use alcohol inks on your glossy paper. That is the kind of color, and I know you're getting a little bit of shadow the way I'm doing it, but do you see these gorgeous colors? And then they have some things like cut aparts. Oh my goodness, look at the blue or the purple and the yellow on the bottom of this. Another great cut apart. You see all the colors around the edges. So depending on how you lay your mermaid on your paper, let me see if I can find the sheet that I originally, look at this green and blues up here. Oh, so pretty. Let me see if I can find the original sheet that I stamped her on. Oh, I love these colors so much. I love this paper pad. Purples. All right, so I must have used it. Okay, so let's use this as an example, because the one I used had a lot more white on it, say something like this. So depending on where you lay your mermaid, so maybe I want her face to be more in one of these lighter areas, and then the way I lay her on here, oh my goodness, so see where these more concentrated orange and pinks will be. So if I have her face up here in the lighter area, I'm going to get some color on her hair, nice color through her midsection. You are going to get all of that color from this paper pad depending on how you lay your mermaid on this paper. And oh my goodness, look at these pinks. So maybe I want to put her face and her hair more in this lighter spot. Look at how she's gonna come out. Oh my goodness, so pretty. And you know, you can do this to your heart's content, and it doesn't even have to be this paper pad. I know or you can even, you know, make your own swirly backgrounds however you want to achieve them with distress inks. or, you know, or even your own alcohol markers. Even something like this with this concentrated low. So here's a little lighter spot up here, so I can put more of her face there. Oh my goodness. And I'm going to achieve a wonderful, wonderful look. So that is how I actually ended up stamping my mermaid on the paper that I originally chose. Yep, same thing here, even with the purples and the yellows. Just depends on where you position her. Maybe you want a little bit more yellow at the top of her and going down. Do you see how you're going to get that effect? I just love this so much. And even on the same here on these pinks and oranges, if I want to stamp her where her face is more light and you can get more color on her body, look at how that works. Anyways, I just love this paper pad for this, unless you're going to create your own backgrounds. So then what I did is, once I stamped her out, and like I said, that background color mostly came from the paper. So then what I did is I pulled out some different inks that were as close to the color on her as well. So I had some oranges, some pinks, purples, the blue-green tones. So, and for her hair, some yellow. So this is an older Stampin' Up! Pad, purely pomegranate. And what I did is I took a sponge, an artist sponge, which you could use your inking tools or whatever kind of a blending tool you have. But I just took an artist sponge. I get these in a 4-pack at Hobby Lobby. They're backed by the paintbrushes and paints and all that. This is just a little sponge, and I just cut it up into small pieces. So this one here, I opened up my pad and I just, you know, got my ink on it, and then exactly where the more pinky part was, that's where I applied my ink and deepened that tone. Then where it was over there on the purple, let's see, what did I use? I used this lavender lace from Stampin' Up!, added my ink to that, and then I added it to where the purple was, and then there was more magenta. Over here I probably used more of the magenta, and then over here I switched it up to the peacock feathers. So then I got another sponge and added where the peacock feathers was. It was a little tougher. I used more of the magenta in here. I used the peacock feathers. I used a little bit of this Victorian velvet. I had this dried marigold. So I just added color to the edges just to deepen it a little bit. And I don't think I did it on her body. I just did it on where her tail started. And then I did take a Sharpie marker, and then I did outline her whole body in the black ink. Oh, for her hair I did use this Yo-Yo Yellow from Stampin' Up! Just a little bit. I think I started out using the Squeezed Lemonade, and that one was a little more, I don't know, it wasn't quite the right tones. Then I came back in with that Yo-Yo Yellow. So that's what I did, just to deepen the color just around the edges where I wanted it. So she was all colored from the paper. I deepened the edges, the color where I wanted it, and then you see all the sparkle I got on her and on her top. It's in the white. I used this, which you could use stickles as well, but I have this sparkle paste, whipped cream. This is from Little Birdie. I got this from, they have a website, this sparkle paste, and I just dipped a paintbrush in there and just kind of painted on that glitter paste onto her. So I put it on her hair, and then I put it on her top, and then I put it on her skirt, and it really just made all that color pop because I just really wanted shine for her. And then the way the stamp is, it kind of looked like she had like a little bit of a headband across here. So I just took some small colored gems and just added one of each color. And I did have a whole, I don't know where I got those from. I think I got them from Joann's maybe. Let's see, do I have them close by? nope, don't have them close by, but that's okay. But they were all of those colors on the one pack. So I just used the different gemstones just to pull out the color, and I did use that glitter in her hair as well. So that is how I got the effect of the mermaid. Then, using that same paper, I went ahead and created her background to put her on. So the dimensions that we're using for our tag is 9 1/4 by 3 3/4, and this is Donna powered by creative. I can't say her name. Donna, powered by creativity, gave us the dimensions because they are the dimensions of the packaging on one of her dolls, the way she received it. So it's a nice size, so 9 1/4 by 3 3/4. So I went back and I used that same background paper. I was originally thinking I was going to use this. This is one of the cut aparts in that pad, and I actually liked the way she looked on that without cutting it apart, and I kind of liked how she went into the different colors. But this was the same paper that I had stamped her on, and I actually really liked the look of that. So I'm going to add her on here. I used this word wonder. This is off of a word sticker packet. I think this might have come from Tuesday Morning, maybe Hobby Lobby. I'm not sure. I've had it for a long time. So I really like that word wonder. I have some fish that I punched out of some turquoisey glitter paper. This is a stamp that I got on eBay once upon a time. It's just a little fishy. So I just put 3 fishes. There's these 2 here, and then I put one up here to just kind of go off the page, and I did cut that in half. And then I have a stencil, and yes, it's got stuff on it, it'll peel off, but see the bubbles? This one has stars, hearts, bubbles. I have no idea where I got this from. I've had it for a long time, but I did have this stencil, so I put the stencil on here, and through a paintbrush again, I used that sparkle paste again, that glittery paste. You can still get the same effect again with stickles. So as you can see, I got the bubble effect even down here, and then I took that sparkle paste too, and with my paintbrush I concentrated on the corners more, and I wanted to deepen the areas. In some places I just left it a little bit on the side, and then some places I want it to be a little heavier. And then I did use my speckle stamp that I've had, not that stamp, oh goodness, it's here somewhere. My speckle stamp, there it is. I used that in some gold Delicata ink, and as you can see, I did go ahead and add that speckle stamp in gold. It's kind of hard to see, there you go. And I did put touches of gold around the edges, just the tiniest bit, because I really wanted this to remain kind of light and airy. And then on the top of this, I added some tulle and ribbon. This is the tulle I have. I'm not sure where I got it from. And then this ribbon, probably really old, from, oh yeah, Michael's clearance once upon a time. I used these 2. And then I used some gold eyelash trim. I used some turquoise twine. And then I used a little bit of gold. Oh, I lost it. A little bit of gold twine to add that shell. These are spare parts once upon a time. They're kind of more of a, I don't know, this darker brassy color. So I did take some of this metallic luster, which is dry, and I added a little bit of water to it. And just with my finger, I applied some color to that shell to brighten it up a little bit. So this is where we are at for our tag so far. So what I need to do, let's see if I can come down a little bit more, is go ahead and attach my mermaid to my tag. So I'm going to use some art glitter glue for that. And I want to get it so my edges all get glued down. Kind of need to work quickly because this glue dries fast. All right. right, I think we are ready to get her down. Let's go, little mermaid. Oh, I think that looks good. All right. Oh my goodness, I love her so much. And if you have any questions, I tried to explain as good as I could. I was going to attempt to kind of video each section, but there was just, I don't know, I wasn't sure where I was going or how any of it was going to work out, so it was kind of hard. And then I thought she still looked a little bit plainish on here, especially this white portion here on top. So I have these little flowers from, oh, these are Paper Studio ones. So I'm going to add some flowers up here in this top corner just to pull your eye, jazz up this white section a little bit. I think I'm going to do a little layer of cluster of 3. Get 3 different shades up there. Cute. And I was thinking of adding one of these to her hair, but I think I have so many of the jimmies. Do I like that color? Maybe one with a little bit more of the green in it, with the sparkles. Some of them are sparkly and some of them are not. Oh yes, let's do that one. Actually, this one here looks a little bit better. Oopsies, stuck to my finger. Oh yes, 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 yes. Let's add a flower right there, I think. There's a lot going on. I don't want to really take much away from the mermaid, but I want her to be fancy and sparkly and magical and full of wonder. Oh yes, yes, yes. All right. I think I am going to call her done. So here we've got our tulle and ribbon, our eyelash trim and twines with our little shell hanging up in there. Oh, there is a hole reinforcer, which is a Heidi Swap sticker. Got some flowers up on that corner. You can see our little fishies, and if you can catch the glitter of all that sparkle and shine. Oh my goodness, I love how she came out. So she is for a swap. I don't really know. I kind of want to keep her. I don't know that I can recreate this, but I might try. Oh my goodness. So there is our tag. All right, thanks everyone for stopping by and watching. We'd love it if you give us a thumbs up, and I guess I will see you in the next video. Until next time.